Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. How are we doing this evening? Hello, my friends. How are you doing this evening? Can everybody hear me okay? We're going to be doing something different for Jackie this evening. We're going to make a horse head. A special horse head. This is for my daughter. Okay? My daughter is going to Murray State University. Their mascot is a horse called Racer 1. Okay? They're the home of the Murray State Racers. Okay? So, we're going to make her a horse head. And so, let's go over the things that I will be using for this. Number one, we're going to be using the horse head. Okay? I'm going to be using felt to cover the horse head. Alright? And we're going to be using some flex tube. Okay? With the flex tube, we're going to make some flowers kind of to go on the horse head to decorate it up. Okay? And then in the flowers, we're going to put pom-poms. My little special touch. For the horse mane, I was like, why not? We're going to actually use acrylic hair. It's really cheap. You can get this off of Amazon. We did the gingerbread last week, Kathy. I'm sorry, I forgot to change the label. So we're going to use this acrylic hair for the horse mane. Pretty cool, right? And then we're going to put MSU on the horse. And I'm going to show y'all how to do that really, really easy. So we're going to, for that, we're going to use Ultra Heat Bond, like glue, and some blue fabric. Don't worry, I'll show y'all how to do this. Okay? Alright, so let's set this all stuff aside and get started. Y'all ready to get started? Okay, so I've cut my felt, and we're gonna do this, and I want to make this as easy as possible. If you are covering your horse head, we're gonna do this kind of fun. I want this to be fun. I want this to be easy. That's my goal. So we're gonna take some hot glue. Let me get my glue sticks out here. And we're going to start at the top of the horse head to do this, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a line of glue along my horse head, which y'all will see as I go, but I'm going to put a line of glue around my horse head, and we're going to cover both sides at the same time. Okay, I'm going to do that for a reason, which y'all will see. Why? Because we're just going to end up covering the front and the back at the same time. Okay? So we're going to start up here at the top. And I'm putting a bead of glue directly above the horse head. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my felt down over it. I'm going to be really careful to do this because I don't want it to stick to the hot glue just yet. And then I'm going to press in along basically what's going to be our seam. like so. See how I did that? See how you can see the horse head shape is starting to become dominant? So now we're going to lift this back up a little bit. And finish going around our head. See how it's becoming so dominant? Excuse me. So now you can see that you can really see our horse head through what we've done and created our shape. And my hot glue didn't stay hot there. So we'll cut that back a little bit so we can lift that up and fix that real quick. That was my fault because I used my hot glue gun on low temp and I just went too far around and the glue cooled off. All right. Now that we have that in place, I'm going to cut about 1 inch off of my shape here. And there's a reason for that. I'm just trying to make this look kind of fun as possible. And maybe more like 1/2 inch. Are y'all with me so far? Are y'all intrigued? Do I have your interest? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. So now that we did that, hey Chris, hello Beverly, hello Rachel, hello my friends. So now that we did that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run along here and clip and kind of fray it up a bit. Does she go to Murray State too? Miss Donna? Oh, okay, Donna, that's cool. Well, my daughter isn't into any sports, but that's okay. You know? Some of these places I didn't put enough hot glue. Felt loves hot glue, so if it's not sticking, that is 100% my fault. Because I didn't put enough. Okay, so now that we did that, All right. So there's that. Next up. So I actually have 2 horse heads. If you don't have 2 horse heads, that's fine, because you can actually hold the board up to the light like this, and you can see the holes. Y'all can't see. You can hold the board up to the light, and you can see the holes coming through. But so that y'all can see what I'm doing, I'm going to get my other horse head. Okay, because y'all can't see me when I flip it upside down to hold it up to the light, right? And I want to design mine this way. So I have another horse head, and I'm just going to lay it over the top so that I can find the holes. Okay, you at home, flip it up to the light, you'll be able to see the holes. But I'm doing this so y'all can see me at work. All right? So I'm just taking my pick and I'm stabbing holes for a reason, y'all. Because this is where we're going to pull the hair through. Okay, so now that I found all the holes, all right, I'm going to go back and kind of really make sure that they're visible. My ice pick, Chris, has gotten me in so much trouble over the years. It is insane. All right, so now what we're going to do, y'all, is we are going to grab our acrylic hair. All right, we're going to take our acrylic hair and we're going to divide it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy sh! Oh my God, what is that? There's something flying around my work area, and it's it's a very large fly. I thought it was a bee, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 holes. Okay, there's a very large fly. Here comes my husband. Thank goodness. I don't know. It was just flying around here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try our best to evenly separate this hair into 8 sections. So we're going to first divide it once. Like so. Twice. Alright, we got our first two sections. I'm going to hang that one around my neck. So, to get this through there, you can do it with a crochet hook, but I didn't want to run out and buy a crochet hook specifically for this, so I was like, oh, wait a minute, I've got wire, and it works the same. If I can find the end of my wire. Beginning, middle, end, where's the end? It should be stabbing me running my hand around it like that. Somewhere? I can't believe I'm having problems finding the end to my wire. When one doesn't work good, another one. I have several. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of wire, and I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to wrap that around the hair, like so. And we're doing this so that we can pull this bunch through the hole. And we're going to have to thin that down further. That's okay. I know the hole's big enough, y'all. Cut some slits. My pick may have not stabbed it. The hole big enough. Am I not seeing comments, or are we just that mesmerized with what I'm doing? There we go. Okay. So you're going to have to cut slits in your holes. You do it like I did. Now that we got it through, we're going to take our loop, put our hand through our loop, y'all. We're going to take our wire out, put our hand through our loop. Grab our hair, and we're just going to knot it in, basically. Like so. As tight as possible, okay? Run down and cut my slits real quick. I must not be seeing comments. I'm not. Okay. All right. So grab our next piece of hair. Take our wire. Now, I couldn't find any shorter hair, so we're gonna probably end up cutting this off. I'm not sure. Again, slide it through. And make your knot. And we might do this more than once to one row, y'all. We'll decide when I'm done. We might need to do this to a next row just to have it as full of hair as what I would like. I've never done this before, y'all. The idea came to me. Because there's this new trend with hair. They're braiding colored hair into girls' hair. Like this acrylic hair. And I was like, why not just do that to the horse head? So, yeah. So, that's where the inspiration for this came from, y'all. Is when I saw all the different colored hairs. You can do this for a unicorn and all that. So I was like, huh. So what do y'all think of this so far? Good idea, bad idea, or y'all just waiting to see the finished result to decide? I think we're gonna have to do one more row, y'all. Which is fine, I got enough hair in the package to do it. Now, I will tell you that I learned that this hair kind of tangles easy. So, to actually prep the hair, because, you know, Jackie's got a lot of hair, and I have a lot of stuff around, so to actually prep the hair to keep it from tangling up so bad, I sprayed some leave-in conditioner on it. Y'all think we need to add another row of hair? What do y'all think? So when you hold the wreath up, that's what it's going to end up looking like. What do y'all think? when it's hanging up. And I actually think the length isn't bad, y'all. That's what it ends up being. Okay? Alright, so I do want to fix something. See how the hair has gaps here? I had a plan for that too. Okay? To fill the gaps. Let me get this out of the way. And I also thought that this would help kind of like make sure that the hair was good and locked in on the board. So you want to get your little bitty rubber bands out. If you've been a creaker for a while, you probably have some of these laying around, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of divide these up again, like that. And see, that was kind of my plan, so they would cover that up. Pretty good plan, if I do say so myself. And if you have braiding skills, you could probably put a really cute braid down the back there as well. Everyone's being quiet. So I'm leaving a little bit of hair each time in the one and then grabbing a little bit. And I think it's doing a pretty nice job of filling the gap. Yikes! Everybody's so quiet and concentrating. All right, now let's see what we got. So if the horse head's hanging up, I'll lay it down flat. That's what it's going to look like, y'all. What do you think? So far, so good? Okay. Now that we did that, so of course I wanted to decorate it up a little bit. Come on, like you just can't leave it, right? So I made these to kind of put flowers. Don't worry, I'll show y'all how to make it. To kind of put this along the hair to decorate it up, okay? So let me show you how I made them. All right. So I took some flex tube, y'all. And what I did was to start, because it needed a start point. Let me grab my pipe cleaner. So what I did on my cutting mat, don't pull flex tube. If you pull on it, it stretches, so it's not an accurate measurement. So just kind of like lay it there gently. And I did 15 inches is what I decided to do for the flower, okay? And what I did was I looped it around back into itself. And those are my first petals right there. That's how I decided the size. So now I'm just going to loop it back and forth. Until I get the desired flower size that I want. For me, it was 4 times. Doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. And then make sure you tie your pipe cleaner really tight. And then this little bit of, we're going to cut that off. Pretty flush at the base. And then we're just going to kind of fluff it out, pull our loops apart to fluff it out. And then, of course, a flower needs a center. So I decided to use pom-poms, because I actually had a bunch of them. I got a huge multicolor pack off of Amazon. So I'm just going to glue in the pom-pom with some hot glue to the center. I have no funny stories this week, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been kind of like stressed out with college mode for Tiffany. I do have a question. How come parents never talk about, you know, you talk about how much you're going to miss your kid when they're at college, but we don't talk about how stressful it is getting them in. Like, it's not as simple as write the check, y'all. I feel like there should be a support group for it. Like my kids and my you know, I just don't think that you get all the help that you really need to get your kid into college, kind of thing. Like all the assistance. Like phone calls to make, who to talk to. All right, now we got to get these in. Eh. I really wanted them to sit on the hair, y'all. Like that. That was my vision, y'all, to have them sit there. My vision's not working out because that hole is... Might be able to hot glue them on in the center. Let me think, y'all. All right, we'll just do that. We'll just put them under the hair. Like so. And then nip off the extra pipe cleaner. Like it's so. Alright, so what I'm doing, y'all, is where I put the rubber band in, basically, is I'm going under that hair to attach it. So where the rubber band's at, I'm going underneath it with my pipe cleaner. So that loop of hair came in handy. I didn't even think to use my needle. Lisa, shame on me. Let me try that real quick, see if I can pull it through. And I just put the wrong color one there. Okay. I'll fix that in a minute. Sure enough, that worked. Thanks, Lisa, for reminding me that I have all the right tools for the job. I'll just use them. That was a duh moment. Thanks, Lisa! Hey, Jackie, why don't you get out your long needle? Duh. Lisa's over here going, glad I could help, Jackie. Glad I could help. Silly Jackie. All right, need to make one more of the pom-pom things real quick. Let me show you how to do that again. Take your flex tube. Like I said, I measured mine 15 inches for the size that I wanted. It's pretty generous size, as you could see, but the horse head's pretty big. All right. So we're going to measure that at 15 inches. Don't pull or stretch on your flex tube because then it's not the accurate size, okay? Just want it to lay there. Loop it around. And basically push it into a bow. Like so. And then just loop back and forth. Like you're making a bow. Until you get the desired size and fluffiness that you want. Wrap your pipe cleaner around it and twist that bad boy down. Alright. I keep trying to hold it up, y'all, and bring it back down so y'all will see what it looks like hanging on the door. Even though it's like laying flat on my table. That's why I keep doing that. And since I accidentally messed up with the pom-poms, that's fine. We're just gonna make lemonade out of my lemon situation here, basically. And we'll just go back and add 2 pom-poms. Especially since pom-poms are really cheap, y'all. I'm surprised since this is for my daughter, she's not out here checking to see what I'm doing. I think there's all kinds of schools that are horse themed. Like McCracken County, one of our local schools, is the Mustangs. There's the Trojans. So I just thought this was like a really cool idea to use for the horse headboard. Especially with school starting back up soon. Okay. Now that we got this is what we got so far. What do y'all think? Are we good? Are we good? Y'all like so far? We could probably take and pull some of the hair to the back. That way it goes to the back. Y'all know what I mean? We could probably, like, now that we put the pom-poms on, I think it'd look better if it cascaded down the back like this, too. So you just need to pull a little bit to the back, that way it kind of has more of a, there we go. There we go. That way it comes from the back too. Make sense? Okay, now that we did that, hopefully that hard part's over, y'all, because I'm sorry if y'all feel like I'm torturing you, but I just, I had the idea, and definitely wanted to share it with y'all. So next up, I want to show y'all something really, really cool. Always keep this in mind when you're dealing with felt, okay? Felt loves glue. Absolutely loves glue. So I want to show you this trick, and I use this for making my wreath attachments as well. Now I'm going to use my Cricut. You don't have to use your Cricut necessarily, but I'm going to use mine just to make it easier because I have one. Okay, and we're going to put MSU on this wreath, and we're going to use what's called heat bond to do it. Now the letters are going to be 3 inches tall, about 12 inches. So I need that big of a piece of fabric for my heat bond. Okay? So I want to cut this down just a little bit. So you can cut fabric on your Cricut. I have a Air Explorer 2. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Make it super easy and nice. I highly recommend this if you love crafting, and especially if you have a problem with your hands. Get my little iron out here. I don't want to melt my cutting mat, y'all. That would be a no-no. So now we're going to put our heat bond on. And our heat bond is our glue, and it's permanent. So what I like to do to make sure that my heat bond is good and stuck on is I like to iron down the other side. Plus, in case I've got any wrinkles, I can heat this up and get the wrinkles out. All right, now that I've done that, I want to come back over to my cutting mat, and I just need to cut this down to size to go onto my Cricut mat. Now, if you don't have a Cricut, that's fine, y'all. You can do this. You just trace your letters on here and cut them out. It's awesome. Because this is paper, y'all. This is for appliquing, basically. So in your Cricut, you're going to use what's called a fine point blade to do this. You do not need to run out and get a special blade to be able to cut this fabric. Now what I'm going to use, and I have found actually works best to do this, but you can just use a strong grip mat. I'm using what's called a fabric grip mat to do this. You can do that or use your strong grip mat. So what you want to do is you want to peel the white backing off. And sometimes that can be a little bit difficult to get it started. All right, and you're exposing your glue. See how it's all nice and shiny? That's your glue. Okay? And what you're going to want to do is put this glue side down on your cutting mat. Okay? Like I said, I'm just using a fine point blade. The fabric bonded blades are pretty expensive to buy all the time, and I found out that the fine point blade works just fine. So take your brayer, make sure it's all good and flattened out. I have everything ready to go in my Cricut. Does anybody know what happened to my computer mouse? There it is. Okay. Now I pull this down on my mat just a little bit, the cut, so it doesn't start so close to the top, because if it kind of starts close to the top, it doesn't do as well with fabric. Slide that in the Cricut. Now, because you're doing it this way, y'all, you do not have to mirror it. Your right side is being cut. All right, while that's cutting, we want to work on the bridle. And we're just going to use blue felt to do that. So I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of felt in 3-inch strips. Just to make sure that I have enough. I don't have to cut more. And that'll be for the bridle. Our cricket is done cutting. So voila, we have our MSU. Carefully pull this up off the mat. Bring our horse head back over. I'm not seeing comments, y'all. They're not scrolling, and I'm so sorry. And decide where we're going to put the MSU. I had kind of thought this way. Kind of just go at the angle with the horse. What y'all think? Good? All right, make sure the hair is out of the way before you iron. And you might want to do this before you iron, but I was so excited to see how the hair came out. So we're going to make sure that that's good and back out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of parchment paper. And felt is, I got it off the bolt. It's 72 inches long. All right, so now we're just going to iron this on. And be careful not to melt the hair. The parchment paper is because sometimes some felts don't like the iron. We're in the home stretch now, and I swear to God, y'all, my daughter better like this or I might beat her senseless. I put a lot of thought into this. Okay. I think we can cut this into 4/4, then some. Don't worry, y'all. I'm not gonna leave that big. I just kind of wanted to round it up, so I'm just gonna fold it over. And then I want it to be about 1 inch thick, so that's why I'm kind of got it on my measuring table here, just to be consistent. That piece will go there. And then we need a piece to go from here to there. How many of y'all have made horses before with the Unique and the Creek board? Well, hello, Miss Andre. I didn't see you come sliding in. How are you doing? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to, like, miss anybody's comments or anything like that. My comments aren't scrolling. I have to go and swipe back and forth for some reason. I don't know what's going on. So don't anybody think I'm ignoring you, because I don't do that. Okay, so this piece is going to go this way. And we need another piece to go from here, like up around the ear, right? This piece goes here, I think. Right? No. This piece goes here, behind the ear. Like a so. And then this piece goes up in front of the ears. I think I have all my pieces. Do I have all my pieces, y'all? Is that all the pieces I need for the bridle? Anybody? Anybody? Yes, no? I think I'm good. I think I got it right. I'm sure y'all will tell me if I don't, right? All right, so one around the snout first. Yes, yes, I did that right. And then this one, we want it to look like it hooks around here, correct? Right about there. Is that right? I think so. Yes. That's kind of what I was thinking. One of our local high schools too is the Mustangs, and their colors are red, black, and white, so that could, you know, be a lot of fun. I decided I'm going to leave this like padding, y'all, and I'm probably going to put some down at the bottom. Because if Tiffany puts this on the door and it closes, it kind of might make a slamming noise. Okay, so the next one goes from down here. Correct? That doesn't look right. Why doesn't that look right, y'all? Is that right? That couldn't be right. There's one that goes around the snout, and then there's one that kind of goes around the neck. But that doesn't look right, y'all. That's right. Because the eye would be right there, there's the ear. I got the one behind the ear. This one goes behind the ear. This one goes in front of the ear, y'all. I got it right. I got a cheat sheet, y'all. I double checked. I didn't mean for this to take so long. I'm sorry, everybody. Y'all, I swear to you, I'm looking at a picture. I pulled up a picture. I've got a cheat sheet. This one goes in front of the ear, basically on the forehead, y'all. And this one goes up and behind the ear. I promise you. I'm looking at a cheat sheet. But that doesn't look good. I don't like the way that looks, y'all. But it is what it is, right? It's almost like I shouldn't have put the bridle on. What do y'all think? Does that look okay, y'all? That do okay? Alright, we're gonna clean the back up real quick. So I have to be really, really careful because wherever Tiffany hangs this, it cannot scratch. At all. Like, no. So I have to be really, really careful about that. We're going to take some of this felt that was left over. And use it to cover our workings, basically. No scratchy scratchy. They told us at orientation that walls and stuff getting ruined was the biggest thing that parents end up paying for. They told us that at orientation. Like, warning parents. Warning. Y'all, I'm telling you, I got a picture here, and it's even got a blue harness. See, look. Can y'all see that? That one piece I put goes behind the ears, the long one that goes from snout to there. And then this one, the bridle piece, goes from under the neck over the top front of the ear, and that's what I did. Believe it or not, this is actually a piece, like almost, that hooks in. That's probably what it is. I need to pinch this a little bit. I double checked it. I cheated. I had a picture. Can't go wrong, right? All right, should we cut? Whoop. Should we cut the hair off a little bit, y'all, or just leave it? It is quite a bit longer than the... What do y'all think? Cut or not cut? That is the question. Taking some of that fresh cut look out, y'all. I can't help myself. All right, y'all want to see what Tiffany thinks about it? Let's get her out here and find out before. Since it's for her, let's see what she thinks. Ready? Tiffany! She's hiding from me, y'all. Come here. Let's see what she thinks. This might have made it too girly for her, y'all.
Yeah, a little too girly.
Okay, well, too bad.
I don't take the...
I wanted to put her name on it, y'all. And of course, I'm sure you could do something to buoy it up for a boy or whatever, but I just thought that was kind of cool idea, and you can make unicorns and whatnot. You know? So, this was my idea for a horse head, y'all. I just thought it'd be pretty cool for school mascots, give y'all something besides just the round wreath to make for schools. Alright, y'all, I did not mean for this to take this long. I'm so sorry. Thank y'all so much for joining me and hanging out and watching my idea come to life. Okay? I promise you next week we'll do something that is shorter, quicker, won't take as much time. Alright, y'all have a great rest of the week, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.